Welcome to another miraculous edition of the Corey Margera Show. I am your host, your Lord and Savior of eternal coolness, your motherfucking taste god, Corey Margera. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking about these annoying, faggy little shits known as these Jrpg fangirls. I'm sorry, I almost said boys because they're girls. They literally whine like girls. They whine like fucking. It's really pathetic. You know, it's really pathetic. And the reason I wanted to do this video, is because recently I was watching WatchMojo.com's top 10 Game Boy Advance games, and it just made me fucking sick that barely any of my favorite games were on that list, minus maybe Metroid Fusion. And Mario Kart for the GBA was not as good as it is for like the consoles. Mario Kart didn't get good until, I don't care what anyone says, Mario Kart didn't get good until Mario Kart 64. That's when the series really took off. That's when it got good. Super Mario Kart was okay, but it wasn't that great. Mario Kart 64 was when the series took off, in my opinion. But, basically, this is what pissed me off about the top 10 Game Boy Advance games. Every single game, almost every game on that list was a fucking JRPG or strategy game. Now, I left a comment basically stating, Jesus Christ, there's nothing else on this list aside from these nerdy fucking JRPGs and stuff like that and these strategy games. It was just like, holy shit. Like, seriously. There were so many great games for the GBA. It's not even funny. I mean, I can go on from the Sonic Advance series to the Mega Man Zero series to Duke Nukem Advance to so many great games, so many great remakes from Super Mario Brothers 3. They basically put a whole bunch of great games, Super Mario World. The GBA was like when the Game Boy actually got good. That's when I actually started taking Nintendo handhelds seriously. Because prior to that, Nintendo handhelds were nothing but Tetris and Pokemon machines. Alright, let's be honest. That's what they were. Okay? With a bunch of other shovelware and shit. Okay? The Game Boy Advance was when Nintendo handhelds could be taken seriously. And prior to the Game Boy Advance, the only thing I played Pokemon back in the day. Yes. But I never gave a shit about the Game Boy like that. I never cared. I always preferred the Sega Game Gear as a kid. And I don't apologize for that one bit because I remember so many great memories of Sonic and Mortal Kombat for the Game Gear. And a bunch of really other cool games too, man. But Sonic and Mortal Kombat on the Game Gear were just the shit as a kid. It was just, man. But the reason I wanted to do this video is because I have so many idiots. There's so many idiots that replied to this comment, and you could tell they're otakus and JRPG fanboys. It's the typical. The thing about a lot of these people, you could just tell right away that they're like mega otakus who just need to just shut the fuck up. Like, seriously, I got like so many people bitching at my comment. One guy right here, he said, tell me some other games that aren't JRPGs. And I listed them. Sonic Advance series, Mega Man Zero series, Dragon Ball Z Super Sonic Warriors, Mega Man and Base, Final Fight 1. I could go on, basically. And then all these other people were basically bitching and just like saying, there's one guy who agreed with me. But aside from him, everyone else was just talking a whole bunch of shit. This one loser who actually, his name is Biko Tenma, and I could just tell this fucker's an otaku. I could just tell right away. He's a fucking weeaboo otaku bitch. And he's like, usually you start losing the argument when you resort to insulting your opponent. Just a thought. And Mario Kart is a JRPG, huh? And basically, and another guy who's basically like, so you're calling a genre of video games interesting. Tell me about your non-nerdy games, friend. I'd love to hear this. And I already stated my game, so I'm not even going to reply to that, because if this loser actually reads the comments, he would know that I stated a bunch of games that, I'm not even, when I said nerdy, it's whatever, okay? Whatever. Because these people are just fucking cunts, man. Seriously. And this idiot, Biku Tenma, he basically replies saying, this guy complains about Japanese games, which I never did. I was just complaining about RPGs and strategy games. And then he says, oh, well, you got a Dante avatar, LOL. When did I ever complain about? Oh, wow, he edited his comment. No, this motherfucker, no. Because earlier he stated, this guy, he hates RPGs, and he said Devil May Cry was an RPG. He edited his comment. Because I knew he edited his comment. But seriously, get the fuck out of here. Alright. RPGs are the most overrated genre ever. Especially JRPGs. And I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Because as much as I can't stand Call of Duty, I would rather play that than a game that you have to fucking take 13 hours just to get into. The only JRPGs I ever gave a damn about were Pokemon back in the day and Kingdom Hearts. And that was because they finally made it like a real-time hack and slash platformer type of RPG. It wasn't that annoying turn-based shit that I am so fucking sick of, and I'm sick of people talking about those fucking type of games. All that turn-based shit. It's like, oh my god, it's like every fucking RPG is the same shit. You can say like every shooter is the same thing. Nowadays, yes. I'm not going to argue with that now. But back in the day, shooters were different. And again, shooters aren't even my favorite genre. My favorite genres are actually fighting games and hack and slash games. And back in the day, I would debate with you wrestling games, especially No Mercy for the N64, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain for the PS2, stuff like that. But even if shooters were my favorite genre, I can argue with you that older shooters were actually different. I mean, Quake actually involved some fucking strategy. It was a better shooter. The atmosphere in Quake and the old Quake games were fucking awesome. They were fucking brutal. Doom, same thing. Fucking GoldenEye. Perfect Dark. I love Perfect Dark. Unreal Tournament. Those were shooters right there. Not all this Call of Duty Battlefield shit. So no, I'm not defending the Call of Duty and Battlefield people. I'm not doing that. Those motherfuckers are like talking to a brick wall. I'm not going to defend those people. I'm just here to bash the JRPG nerds and the otakus who you motherfuckers think you're so damn smug too. You come out here thinking you're so pretentious and that you're a bunch of hardcore gamers and stuff like this. And then you want to know what these JRPG fans remind me of. They remind me of these liberals and these pro-black people that always, yes, I'm bringing them into this. This ain't about them, but I'm going to bring them into this just to make an example, to prove a point. You motherfuckers always think you can just come out here and just try to change other people's opinions and try to force your opinion down everyone's throat. It's funny, you guys, and you the way you do it. It's not the fact that you do it, because I think we can all be guilty of it. But you guys do it in like a guilt trip. You guys try to like manipulate people into saying like if you know like oh like bro, I'm sorry, I'm tired right now. I've been out all day, so. But it's just like basically like how the liberals always try to like use fear tactics just as much as the conservatives. They always try to make up some type of shit like, oh, we should just let anyone come into the country because everyone's an illegal immigrant, so we should just let anybody come in here. That's what a lot of you JRPG fans sound like. You always try to sound so up your own asshole. Same thing with like all these like the pro um LBGT, the lesbian, gay, trans, whatever that shit is called. That shit. You always try to like force your pain down everybody's throat. Like, oh my god, if you don't accept this, you're intolerant, you're ignorant, you're a bad person, and blah 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 blah. Okay? Never said I was against it. I don't care. I just don't like you shoving it down my throat. Because every time I turn on the TV, I always gotta see something gay or trans, something weird. It involves two people of the same sex fucking each other. And I'm just sick of it because it's being shoved down my throat. If you're gay, ain't got no problem with you. You shove that shit down my throat in the mainstream, we got a problem. Same thing with you JRPG nerds. You shove these fucking games down my throat. You're trying to tell me, oh, I'm not a gamer because I don't play Final Fantasy, and I don't play fucking Chrono Trigger on the SNES, and I don't play fucking Dragon Quest and all these other fucking games, Legend of Zelda and stuff like that. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Seriously. Get the fuck out of here. Who are you to tell anybody like, oh, I question you as a gamer. I question you as a gamer because you don't play JRPGs. You have no respect for this art form. You have no respect for this fucking slow ass fucking shit that takes fucking 13 hours just to get into a fucking game. See, how the fuck do you take 13 hours just to get into a game? I played JRPGs before. All right, so don't give me this shit. Don't tell me like, all this. You guys try to sound like you're so pretentious. And you guys, what you faggots need to do is just move your damn bowels and just shove them in your fucking mouths and just shut the fuck up. Because seriously, no one wants to hear all this. Oh, you're not open-minded. You don't like RPGs and this and you motherfuckers sound just like these otaku anime fucking weeaboo. Like these elitists though, man. Not people who like anime. And no, because I like anime, but no, these motherfuckers who are like the elitists that try to like shove it down your throat and try to tell you, oh, you should watch this. You should watch this. These fuckers, like, it's like you motherfuckers are like, what you need to just stick a dick in your mouth and go the fuck away. Please, just shut the fuck up. You motherfuckers, like, you think you just tell anybody what to do, and if we don't do it, oh, we're bad people, and all this crap, man. It's like, seriously, man. And you know what? The metal community is a victim of this too. I hate to admit it, but the metal community is like this too. But no, I wouldn't argue the metal community is on the same level as the JRPG nerds, the pro black nerds, and the those libtards, pro gay, pro all this shit. Those motherfuckers, y'all are on a rampage. You motherfuckers are like on a serious rampage, especially where I live. So that's why I'm calling this shit out. But you RPG nerds, man, you guys need to just shut the fuck up. Like, seriously, no one gives a shit about your nerdy fucking. You take like 10,000 years just to play your fucking game. That's how your game lasts for like fucking years on fucking end. Like, seriously, you have to take so much time out of your life, your busy schedule, just to play a JRPG. That's how, like, seriously, shut up. All these strategy games, you like, literally, get the fuck out of here, man. All right, stop. Just stop. Stop. Because this is, it's literally, get out of here. Seriously. You motherfuckers are just, the type of people you are is just pathetic. It's funny in a way, because these motherfuckers literally, they're the ones saying like, "Oh, we're right for the world," and the same person. One person even said that he felt sorry for me because I didn't like Final Fantasy 9, and long story short, it's like you could keep you could feel sorry for me for a lot of things, but you could pretty much take your sorriness, stick it straight up your fucking asshole. I could care less. Like, seriously, all these people always trying to like guilt you into shit. I feel sorry for you because you don't like this. Like, I don't like a fucking shitty RPG that takes 10,000 years to get into. Has like some of the most annoying, complicated storylines. The story, because that's the reason you play RPGs. It's not for the gameplay. It's for the quote unquote story. This gay little story. A lot of these games have. Final Fantasy 7 was just an emo piece of shit. I played that game too. So I want to hear this. You never played Final Fantasy. I played that game. It's a piece of shit. An emo piece of shit. I don't give a fuck. It sucked. It was like, for this. Final Fantasy 7 and The Dark Knight with Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. But especially The Dark Knight, the second one, the one with Heath Ledger's Joker. Those gotta be the two most overrated works of art I have ever seen in my life. But this rant is actually turning into something else, and I didn't mean for it to, but it's just so, I just love it when these RPG fans come all out and they try to act so pretentious and high and mighty and trying to act like their bowel movements are some kind of a miracle of God or something like that. It's just funny because you guys games fucking suck. I'm sorry, your games suck. Alright, all these RPGs and strategies and shit, all these strategy games and shit, like, fuck these games, man, seriously. I have no time for these fucking types of games. But for that idiot to say that Devil May Cry is an RPG when it's a fucking hack and slash game is stupid. It's a hack and slash game. Just because you can upgrade, you could unlock new moves, new combos, special attacks, and you can upgrade your weapons and stuff like that. Same thing in Castlevania. That Castlevania is not an RPG. I'm sick of people saying Castlevania is an RPG. No, it's not. It's a side scroller. It's a hack and slash. It turned into a hack and slash when the series went in 3D. Devil May Cry is a hack and slash game. It's not an RPG. It has, if you want to call it RPG elements, that's the thing too. RPG nerds, they like to say, oh, if you can like unlock new moves and upgrade your character in certain ways and stuff like that, get new special attacks and stuff like that, all automatically they want to say, oh, this game has RPG elements. Like, what the fuck? It's not an RPG. Just stop trying to take credit for this shit. Seriously, RPG nerds are like, they're worse than Call of Duty fanboys and GTA fanboys. I'm gonna do a video about GTA in a minute because that series is over fucking rated as shit too. But RPG nerds, man, you guys are pathetic, man. And I'm not talking about if you like an RPG. No, I'm talking about if you try to like shove RPGs down people's throats and try to accuse them of being a fucking casual gamer or some shit. I'm like, get out of here. No, just stop. Just stop. Seriously, just stop. RPGs are not the best genre. Just chill out and stop. Seriously, always try to take credit. Oh, this game is like an RPG. This game is like an RPG. Oh, did you beat the game already? Huh, that game sucks. It should have been an RPG because RPGs actually last longer. You get more than 5 hours in the game. Oh my, like, shut up. Just, God, man, the gaming community, man. But these RPG nerds, man, You guys are like the biggest faggots of all time. You guys are just absolutely fucking pathetic. And I had to make this rant because you guys are fucking. You guys are just so up your own ass. It's not even funny, man. You guys are literally close to licking your own fucking shit. Because literally, man, you guys, man, the way you act like you're so high and mighty and shit. All you otakus and shit. It's ridiculous, man. Because I grew up around RPG nerds. Remember, I grew up, I was a kid during the 16-bit era and the what would be considered a 32-bit, 64-bit Game Boy N64 PS1 era. Game Boy Color PS1 N64 era. And people never shut the fuck up about RPGs. If it wasn't Pokemon, it was Final Fantasy. If it wasn't Final Fantasy, it was Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. If it wasn't that, it was something else. It was Chrono Cross. It was something. It was something that had to do with an RPG. And people never shut the fuck up about them. That was the most overrated genre ever. I remember there was a point where no one played any other game for their Game Boy except Pokemon Red and Blue. And while I was a fan of Pokemon Red and Blue as a kid, not anymore, but as a kid, even then I thought, holy shit, this is overrated as fuck. I mean, can we play some Super Mario Brothers Deluxe or another fucking game here? But Jesus Christ, motherfuckers, man. And you got the Fire Emblem games. People overrate the hell out of those games. All these strategy and RPG games get overrated as fuck. I'm like, I am not playing this shit on my GBA. I have way better games to play than this shit. I don't care. If I offended you, too bad. Too bad. Just get over it. Everybody's always whining about how they're getting offended and this and that. Just guys need just need to stop being so damn sensitive. All right. This video is done. And I'm done with this video. Later.